And have all of you kind of experienced or witnessed a healthy relationship in your own lives, here, whether it's your family, your parents, or friends, or I think that's what I would like for myself. Have any of you like kind of witnessed a healthy relationship in person?
I have. I think most of us are quite healthy towards each other.
Yeah,
Like, yeah, we joke around, we tell each other to shush, all of this.
yeah,
But it's out of love. Like, us being rude to each other is out of love.
yeah.
Like, some people think, oh, they're being rude to each other, that means they literally hate each other. No, it's not like that. Like, most of us here definitely be rude to each other out of love. But it's something that people would look at us and be like, what sort of friendship's that?
Yeah.
But all of us know, as long as you know that you guys are healthy, that is as much as you need.
I completely get it. Cause like me and my mates, you take the mick out of each other all the time, but it's like how we show like love to each other. Does everyone agree with that as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brilliant. And this might be like a slightly hard question to ask, but for you guys, do you feel like people in a relationship, like each person should kind of play a role to some extent? Like one person should be the stronger one in the relationship, one person should be this person, one person should be that. Do you feel like people should have like, some kind of, not a role, but you know what I mean, some kind of structure in a way, yeah?
No, I feel like, because like, as people say, some people say, oh, women should stay in the kitchen, but I think both genders can be in the kitchen cooking, like, not only one gender. Like, there doesn't have, like, people say, oh, I'm the man of the relationship, only I can start it and I can end it, but I just feel like that's not fair.
Did everyone agree with that as well?
Yeah.
And I did that, brilliant.
Definitely.
Yeah, I mean, let me pose my next question actually, because obviously you guys are still so young, you're still experiencing new things all the time. But for you guys, and from your perspectives, how do you kind of feel like relationships have maybe changed over the years? Do you feel like it's hard to find a relationship now? Do you think that it's changed in a way? How do you feel relationships have actually changed over the years? You know, if they have.
Maybe like back like years ago, as she said, like sort of similar, like women would like be in the kitchen, and then like women would be like really different to like men, and men would kind of be like the more like controlling one in the relationship, whereas now it's like if you're in a healthy relationship, like it's more equal.
How about you guys?
I feel like it's just more gender equal. Like it's something that has developed over time, over girls fighting for their equal rights with men. But I feel like it's a good thing out of humanity and men actually being humane towards women.
I would probably say the same thing as her, to be honest.
I sort of feel like, same. Over years, like relationships change, and like the world's gone a lot more gender equal, sort of. And what's it called? I feel like some girls and some men do still feel like that way due to like cultures and stuff, and they sort of get it mixed up with religion as well, saying that women should have this sort of role and like this and that. But I feel like it's just unfair, and like they do feel as if, you know. But I feel like depending on sort of where your background is and like whatnot, some families do just, you know, like to keep it old. I don't know.
No, I get like kind of like that old school kind of mentality about things.
Yeah, but I feel like it should be equal. Like, yeah, I feel like people should just come more into like 21st century.
Okay. And yourself?
I feel like, as someone else said about like it should be equal.
Actually, I want to kind of add to what you said a minute ago. Actually, about the kind of like different generations and cultures and so forth. Do you reckon that there's like generational differences in the mentality of say a healthy versus toxic relationship?
Definitely.
Compared to what you guys think compared to say elders? You say definitely. What do you think those kind of differences could be?
I feel like some like of the generation may think that So older generations think, oh, like women don't have to work, like they can just stay at home, do what they want, and look after their children. The genders of people in older generations is men go work, women stay home, and they think that their children are gonna do that. But the younger generations now think, oh, I'll do the cooking tonight, and you can go have a spa moment or whatever, and then that's the men who's saying that, and then they keep it equal towards each other, and they make sure that everyone's feeling happy, everyone's doing something the same, like they're going to work, and all of that.
With the older generation, they would expect the woman to cook and stay home and feed the kids while the man goes out and do the jobs and everything. But nowadays it's they would take it in turns, say if one of the parents is working, the others will take care of the kids and stuff, and it's more equal now, because the women have fought for their rights and stuff instead of staying home, and they're they go and work and they don't need to take care of the kids 24/7 now. So it's more equal now than what it was in the olden days, because that's more toxic, because the man's saying the women don't have rights to do stuff, but now they do.
And before I get to your kind of answers, there actually gone.
With generational differences, say as what's it called? Relationships always isn't about dating. Say, you know how family wise, abuse to children back years ago was legal, whereas now it isn't. So I think nowadays the family relationships, it can still be toxic, but not as toxic as it maybe was 50 years ago, 100 years ago, something like that.
Okay.
I feel as if the older generation, so old people basically, they same as what she said, abuse they used to allow abuse a lot, and what's it called? What's the question?
So the question was, so what generational differences do you think there are between yours and elders in terms of
I think elders sort of respect each other, but at the same time what's it called? So elders sort of respect each other, but at the same time with this generation, I feel men sort of don't really have the same sort of romance that they used to. I feel it's changed a lot, and especially with our age and that, they're not really responsible, they're not really respectful and stuff, compared to the older generation, where they were more sort of how do I explain it, they sort of lowered their sort of eyes, and at the same time they just had more respect and stuff in general, compared to now. It's really men sort of expect.
To add on to that, I was it's more, the people now are they have no respect for women. That's how you're trying to say.
Yeah.
They have no respect, and in the olden days they were always taking them out on dates, all of this. Even at the age of 15 they were doing that, and knowing us, we're almost 15, some of us are almost 15, and there's no one taking out people on dates how they used to, and I feel it's showing that since women have got their equal rights, they are not given that princess treatment. I know loads of people want princess treatment, but they can't get it from this boy generation. It's so annoying. I know I'm annoyed about that, but it's fine.
I was actually going to ask you about that, actually. Do you think it's because they become more equal now in terms of a lot of things that
definitely
men maybe... Do you think men are kind of changing perceptions now of, okay, we're more equal than you, we're treated differently? Is that how you think?
Yeah, I think that's because we're all equal now, so what's the point of giving them that treatment of taking them out on dates? And I think it's just the manners of it. not just because we're equal now, you don't have to treat us like the queens, but like it's just the manners of taking out a girl on a date. If you want them to date you, you need to give them that little special, make them feel special, because if you don't make them feel that special, then you might think, oh well, they're not giving me anything. Like, I think they're just dating me for just dating me.
Yeah.
But if you make them feel special, definitely,
Yeah.
you'll want them.
Like what she was saying about princess treatment, boys nowadays, they don't take it seriously. They just date you for the sake of it now. They don't like want to take anything serious.
And also, I feel like with princess treatment, some boys do understand what girls want and what their intentions are, but because girls, like, maybe they've had a bad past, or maybe they've sort of expected something because they've never really received anything from, like, let's say their dads and stuff, they were never really there for them. So they might see that in, like, boys, and they're already really young, and so they can sort of get the intention, like, older boys can maybe have more respect and stuff. And I feel like some boys, like, that are older as well, are really manipulative. So they can sort of give you princess treatment for, like, let's say 2 weeks, and then sort of just, like, take what they want and leave you like that. And I feel like that happens a lot recently, especially for, like, 14 to, like, 16-year-old girls.
Really?
Yeah.